Greetings, fellow action figure connoisseurs, and welcome to another episode of Digital Caveman Presents Marvel Monday. I, as always, am your host, the Digital Caveman, and today I will be presenting you with the Marvel Legends series, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, as featured in Spider-Man No Way Home. Let's get into it! Let's start things off with a look at the packaging. And here we have on the top, 4 and up, assortment number, Marvel Studios Spider-Man No Way Home. And then there's all 3 Spider-Men as they appeared in the movie. Nice big blister card showcasing Friendly Neighborhood Tobey Maguire and his accessories. Marvel Legends series, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, Hasbro print. Warning, don't stick things in your pie hole that do not belong there. Then on the back we have that same No Way Home Spider-Man artwork, Marvel Studios Spider-Man No Way Home. And then Marvel Legends series, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Our friendly neighborhood hero swings in to help out his fellow Spideys in his iconic suit. Then here we have, warning, attention, Octoon, don't stick things in your pie hole that don't belong there. Don't give it to babies. Attention, especially don't stick it in your French pie hole. Recycled stuff, a symbol I'm not going to learn. Small fine legalese made in China print, symbols I'm not going to learn. A barcode, some more small print, Marvel print, Hasbro print. That, my friends, is a look at the packaging. Let's take a look at the figure and his accessories. And here we have handy dandy tweezers. We'll start off with the accessories, which is an extra pair of hands and a masked head. So here we have a thwip hand, and I have to say it does have those nice silver paint apps on it. I'm not sure exactly how they did that, if they did it with a printer like they do the faces and whatnot, but it looks pretty good. It's on an in and out hinge. And then here we have another thwip hand. So we've got right and left thwip hands, both on in and out hinges. So that's pretty cool. And then here is the masked head. And again, it has those nice silvery paint apps. And it looks like a different color silver, or maybe just not, or maybe a heavier coat of silver for the eye lenses, and a black paint app around the edges. I do believe it's all in this red. And it does have lots of nice sculpted detail in there. And then, yeah, it's molded in the red. So that's pretty cool. Now let's take a look at the figure himself, and I have to say, it's a really good Tobey Maguire likeness for this figure. I do really like it. I wasn't, you guys know I normally don't cover MCU figures, but I found all 3 of these guys at the local GameStop, and I really like the way that the head sculpts looked. And, you know, I'll address each one individually. And as far as the suit goes, it's how I remember it from the Tobey Maguire movies. And it does have the nice silver paint apps all over it. The nice big black long-legged spider there. And the red spider on the back. Again, this is how I remember it from the movies. It may be not as accurate to Tobey's movies and more accurate to No Way Home rather than that. But I want to say it was all pretty close. But, I mean, that's for Marvel Legends, that's a spot-on likeness right there. Well, let's talk about his articulation now. For the head and neck, there is no articulation in the neck, just the head. And it has a dumbbell, and it will allow him to look up that high and down just slightly. He does have some chicken neck. He's got some waggle in there. He can do the full Exorcist. Now, he does have butterfly joint in the shoulders. All Spider-Mans should have. And I can get mine to go back that far and forward that far. And he can raise his arm up pretty good past 90 degrees. 360 degree rotation at the shoulder. 360 degree rotation at the upper bicep. Double hinged pinless elbow. And it gives you that much bend. So that's pretty good. Arthritic wall crawling hand here. And it's on an in and out hinge. 360 degrees of rotation there at the wrist. And the other hand is a fist. Again, 360 degrees of rotation on an in and out hinge. Now, he's got a cut right here in the mid torso area. And then he also has the reverse ab hinge. And at this mid torso cut, he will do a full 360 degrees of rotation. It is a little bit difficult, but he will do it. And then he also has, he can lean back that far and forward that far. And also left and right. And just all kinds of hula stuff going on there. And then it's got this ab hinge here. And it gives you that much back. And you engage it with the other hinge here. And Tobey definitely has some back problems. Now straightening back up, and the ab hinge allows movement this far, and then with the other cut he goes that far. And nothing at the waist because the rotation for the torso is here. Now, one thing that surprised me is he does have a slight pull down hinge. It's not much. As you can see, there it is right there. It's not much. But there it is down, it's up, it's down. So it does help a little bit with the articulation, but it really, his doesn't move a whole lot. So, but with the drop down engaged, he can do the splits. He can give you that much of the splits. He kicks forward about 90 degrees and back about a half a step, it looks like. There's a cut at the thigh, upper thigh, 360 degrees rotation, double hinged pinless knee, so that's pretty awesome. Gives you that much bend. Nothing in the shin, so no boot cut. At the ankle, tilts down that far, tilts up that far, so nice range of motion there. And then forward facing pin for rocker. And as far as changing the head out, it pops off pretty easily. The Tobey head does, at least. And Spider-Man head. Well, let's see if I can get it off camera. That's want to be tight. There it goes. It did not give a satisfying pop, but there it goes. And the articulation with that head on looks up that far and down that far. So, pretty much the same. So, there we have it, my friends. A look at No Way Home's friendly neighborhood Spider-Man and his accessories. It's time for my favorite part of a review, comparisons. And here we have all three of this wave's Spider-Men: Andrew Garfield, Tom Holland, and Tobey Maguire. Here we have Hasbro's Marvel Legends series, Spider-Man No Way Home, Friendly Neighborhood, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, with some old Toy Biz from the original 2 Spider-Man movies, the super articulated Spider-Man, the super articulated Green Goblin, and from Spider-Man 2, Otto Octavius, Dr. Octopus, which I think is still one of the best figures Toy Biz ever produced. For our final set of comparisons, here we have the Marvel Legends series Spider-Man No Way Home, Friendly Neighborhood Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, with our final Marvel Legends series comparison, making his cameo appearance, Stan the Man Lee, from the G.I. Joe Classified series, the Hasbro Pulse exclusive Regal variant Cobra Commander, from Star Wars The Black Series, the Archive Edition 501st Legion Clone Trooper, and for a 7-inch scale comparison, from the Masters of the Universe Masterverse line, the 40th Anniversary He-Man. For final thoughts on the Marvel Legends series, Spider-Man No Way Home, Friendly Neighborhood, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, I have to say I think the paint apps on this guy are spectacular. The alternate head, the likeness is very, very close. You know, I don't not see Tobey Maguire when I look at this. And, you know, to me it really looks like him. Now, I'm sure there are some better sculpts and decos out there for Tobey Maguire and this version of Spider-Man. But for me and my budget, this one works. And I don't think I'll need another Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. Now, as you saw in the comparison section, it's been a long time since I've updated a Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I want to say that the one in the comparisons was circa Spider-Man 2, and they put out that super articulated version, and I don't think there's a Spider-Man yet to be made that has as much articulation as that one does. Now, some of the hinges are very outdated, and they do throw the sculpt off a good bit, and the sculpting itself and the proportions, you know, they weren't at the time. They were spectacular, but these days, you know, not so amazing. But this one, I think, fits the bill, at least for me. And the thing that bothers me about this particular release and the Andrew Garfield release is that, you know, it should have come with all the hands. It should have come with a left and right fist, a left and right wall crawling hand, and of course it did come with left and right thwip hands. And the same holds true for the Garfield Spider-Man. I really wish that they'd included all the hands with him. Now, the Tom Holland one, he did get all the hands, and, you know, I'm sure that was due to they're just reused from a previous release, and they may have had to do new sculpts for the other 2 Spider-Mans, and that may be the reason, I don't know. But I really do wish that they had come with the other set of hands, and I really wish they'd have come with pointing fingers so you could set up the 3 Spider-Man pointing scenario, meme, whatever you would like to call it. Now, I will say that I do think Hasbro definitely owes an apology, and to anyone who can provide a proof of purchase that they purchased the 3-pack of the No Way Home Spider-Man 3-pack. They really, if you can provide proof of purchase, they really should send you the heads. I think You know, I know they wanted to get the Spider-Man out, and I want to say there was a licensing issue with one of the likenesses, and that's why that 3-pack didn't come with it. But rather than holding that, you know, they went ahead and pushed it out, and then, you know, just a few months later, here we got single carded releases that come with the alternate heads, and that really, really sucks. Now, I don't usually collect the MCU figures that much anymore, just the ones that catch my eye, and the 3 Spider-Man in this wave really caught my eye. I thought the decos were great, and drop down hinges in the hips, guys. I mean, come on, you don't see that very often in a Marvel Legends figure. And then, of course, the likenesses and the decos for the likenesses were spot on for the most part. And so that way, those 3 Spider-Man in that wave just jumped at me. I'm not really interested in the Sandman that comes in that wave. I don't really care for it. And I don't really need an MJ. I didn't get the 2-pack with Peter and Ned. So I don't need that. And I just really wanted a really updated versions of the Spider-Man. And again, like I said, you know, I haven't updated the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man in quite some time. I want to say that Super Articulated Toy Biz Spider-Man was produced in 2003. And, you know, now that I have these guys, I'm thinking about that Deluxe Green Goblin from No Way Home. I don't know yet. I do like the Super Articulated Toy Biz one, and the glider that came with him. It was fantastic. But I just don't think that it scales well with the Hasbro versions. The proportion, he's really, really small. Even compared to that line's Spider-Man. He's really small. So, but I'd still, that Dr. Octopus, I think, is one of the best figures that Toy Biz ever produced. And I really, really like it. The likeness for the times is great. And those bendy arms and the articulated claws, and it's just a really, really good Dr. Octopus. In my opinion, your mileage, of course, may vary. But I've rambled on long enough. That does it for the review. I hope that you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Only support from viewers like you make this programming possible. Each view does count, and I do appreciate each and every single view that I receive. Thank you, and thank you so very, very much for supporting this channel through viewing. Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you'd like to see more reviews or just help the channel out further, or both. That's even better. And don't forget to ding that bell so that in the future you will be notified as my new content becomes available. That's a wrap, folks. I'll see you next time.